Are you clicking it? I'm trying to click it away and you're clicking it. Hello.
Hi guys. It's been a while since three of us were on. Right?
Yes.
I think last time was before Christmas. Hi everyone.
Hello.
What's going on? We have lots of people joining us today.
Oh yes, I see a lot of eyeballs.
Hey June. Hello Sherry.
Hi.
Karen. Ontario, Canada. It's gonna be cold. Hey Byron.
Welcome
How
everyone.
are you guys? How is everyone doing? It's we were just talking that it's almost February. It's hard to believe, huh?
Is it 28 days February this year?
Oh, I don't know. I think so.
Is it the leap year?
I don't think it is.
No, I don't. Is it? I don't know.
Somebody will tell us.
Is it the leap year, guys? Oh, hey.
I mean, you're rolling in. I can't.
I'm just gonna call Jeremy J. I like that. I hope he doesn't mind. Tell me if you mind. I'm just gonna call you Jay. Hello from Montana.
Hello. Montana must be cold like us, feeling our pain. Okay.
Oh, it's not a leap year. Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, who cares what day it is anyway?
Oh, leap year was last
like,
year, wasn't it?
Like this, brrr.
I think last year was leap year. Really? Well, I don't remember. I wasn't born on that day, so
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
I don't know.
Eh?
Not this year. Hey, oh, it is very cold.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I'm bragging about how it's not cold where she is. Even more short sleeves.
It's yes, short sleeves. And pardon the appearance again, but we are closing in. We're closing in on one part of the project.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, she's still a trooper, even under construction. She's
even under construction, and even Buster is here.
Here, what is he saying?
Oh, you. Okay, Jay.
So welcome, everyone.
Oh, Byron is from Wisconsin. I didn't know that. Hi, Byron. To Wisconsin
is great.
I did not know.
Such a beautiful state. I love it.
Our baby was born on February 29th.
Colorado, snowy Colorado.
Oh, nice.
Yes. I was actually noticing how much snow we have on the roof of our house. Almost like concern, that the roof could cave in.
And you don't have to go up and clear it?
Well, he's going to look at it this weekend.
Yeah. Because I guess the weight of it, right? Like, especially once it starts melting, it gets so heavy.
Yeah.
Do you all three of you make the cookies? Yes, we all decorate cookies. So we've known each other. Not tonight. Tonight, Amber is.
It's my day off.
It's her day off.
Amber's the one that's going to be answering the questions while we decorate, so you can ask her all the tough questions today.
I like that begonia girl. I love begonias.
You'll have her full attention.
Yep.
So today Marlene and I will be decorating,
So 2 seconds. I'm just going to pop this in here. So stars are.
Thank you so much.
A way to kind of like a virtual tips jar. And so this is last week's star senders. Thank you very much to those of you who donated to the live stream. Thank you.
Thank you.
Where is that button now? I pressed it. Oh, and at the bottom you can see I'm running a ticker for a Dessert Network. If you could head over and follow that, that's our page where the three of us, like that's where we kind of like the collaboration page. So we're trying to get that to 10,000 followers.
Yes,
that's great.
I hope you guys can follow us. Yes, Karen, if you haven't seen the episode how the Buster became our mascot, you can watch it on Marlene's page. Very famous episode. Maybe Jeremy can tell us about it.
So, Hank, did you want to go first?
Sure. I'm just going to move over to the right. My decorating.
Okay. See you over there.
I'm going to switch the camera. There
Thank
we
you.
go.
All right, so can you see? Oh, I think I got my camera low. Well, never mind. You'll have to watch on this angle. All right, so what I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be decorating some simple butterflies that I made. And first, these are the colors that I'll be using. So we're going to be doing, this is a, what is this, monarch butterfly? Orange and yellow, I think, right? And what's great about decorating butterflies that you really just need two consistencies, because the wings are all going to be done using wet on wet. So that's my 15-second consistency. And then the body, for the body, you could use, I have done here, thicker icing. If you don't want to bother. Oh, okay, my phone, I'm sorry, my phone, it says that it's overheating and it will close in 20 seconds.
Oh, okay. Well,
I guess I'm going first.
So I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, so here, we'll see if it closes. Oh, it did.
We've
It's
lost.
closed, isn't it?
All right.
I lost the feed. Why is it overheating?
No panic. I'll jump in, and then I'll figure out her situation, and she'll be back with her butterfly. So, Han, take your time. I'll talk slow if I can.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. So today, I was experimenting with making royal icing transfers out of. It was stenciling them instead of piping them. If you don't know what a royal icing transfer is, you're basically, instead of decorating on a cookie, you're decorating on a piece of plastic or parchment paper so that you can peel them off and use them on future projects. The stars are in the comment section, and you can purchase them and send them virtually in the comment section. Okay, so this here is a 2-part stencil. I actually added that to my Patreon and my Cookie School on Facebook. If you want this template, it's there. And it's hard to see because it's a clear plastic, but they're designed to go together, so they align. One of them has a little bit more detail, and the other one is like more structural to hold the bits together. And so I filmed the first part here. I'll play it because it has to dry. So here's the stencil number 1. And I'm working on a piece of plastic, which is important because when you spread icing on a piece of parchment paper, the parchment paper kind of like gets like ripply, like water. And you want the surface to be super flat because the back in the end is the front. So you need that to be very, very smooth. So that's why I'm working on a piece of plastic. And the stencil itself is quite thin, but you can add the icing a little bit thicker so that the actual transfer is a little bit sturdier, okay? And so after you do this, you have to let it dry a little bit because we come in with a secondary color, and if this hasn't had time to dry, well, they're just going to smush together. So just wait. It's not much longer there. You'll see as I lift it off. So you just generally flatten it out, and then you just lift it off. Okay? And I'll get it. Oh, no, here. And so this is it right here. This is the one that we saw in the video. And if you look closely, when you lift off the plastic, the edges of the transfers tend to curl up. So ideally, you would put, I didn't do it just to show, but ideally, you would just put a piece of parchment paper and just flatten it a little bit and leave the parchment paper. Don't lift it off, because if you lift it off of the wet icing, you'll get these little spikes coming up again. So you just have to leave it. It will dry even with the parchment paper on it. So once they're dry, and these have dried actually a little bit too much, because when the icing chips off very easily from this plastic surface, and I want it to stay a little bit in place. And I already see my heart here. So now this is my second stencil. and it's very easy to align. You're putting it on, and can you guys see at all?
Yeah. And
see?
you cut these yourself, right? You have a
Yeah.
machine.
So I have a silhouette, and so I cut the stencils myself.
Okay.
I just like to have the ability to do whatever I want, you know, fast.
Mhm.
I cut my own. Anyway, so now I put it, and you can see here, like you have a perimeter. So when I'm going to come in, let's say with the cherries, well, I'm going to solidify it quite a bit. You see the stem is very narrow. The lips here are 2 parts. And what's going to happen also now, I didn't flatten the icing before. I'm going to have to contend with all these little spikes that are sticking up, which could muddy my black icing. But we're just going to muscle through. Ideally, like I said, though, you'd lay your parchment paper to flatten that white out. And now I've got my black icing. And you could do these, like if, let's say you're just doing hearts. You don't have to do a mix of them. Let's say you were just doing hearts. Well, you could already do the pink icing, or the lips, you could just do the red icing. Like I just did a variety for today, but you could make them all the same. And then I'm coming in. The heart is loose. I can see it. It's kind of like moving around.
Oh, so this is why you need it to be attached to the plastic.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So now you're adding the black to the back of the white. And so what's going to be visible is the white, since it's stuck to the surface, and you're going to end up with this black kind of edge. It's a little tricky to do now with these spikes sticking up everywhere. But I'm just squishing it in between. And you want it, like I say, dry, but see, look, my stuff is lifting off.
Yeah.
But I have another one ready. So I'm just, here, let's just do, I have the video ready just to show you the black part, and then I have it all, is it gonna play? Why is this not playing?
I see it playing. Oh, no, then it went away.
Let's see. Oh, there it is. So this is the black version now. That's basically what I was just showing.
Mm-hmm. So you just want that white base layer dry enough that it doesn't squish.
Yeah, you just want them to be dry so that they don't like mix together.
Right.
And you can add white food gel to the white icing just to make sure that it's extra white, you know, if you're not coloring them. But if you did like a whole bunch of hearts, see, a little piece did lift, the lip on one of them lifted, but it was fine. Like most of them were good. So you flatten them, and again, put the parchment paper after you lift it off, because if you're going to use these as transfers on a cookie, well, you don't want to have a whole bunch of spikes sticking out the back. You want them to rest nicely on your cookie. I'm just rubbing it down. So that's it. So here I have those that I made yesterday dry in front of me. And so here they are. And they look terrible from the back, but we're going to flip them out. Now, this is not all of them turn out as well, as, you know, like some are better than others. So if you make a lot, you can kind of like pick your best one. And you can see the surface is very smooth because of that plastic. Oh,
where do you get that plastic from?
This is Amazon. It's stencil plastic.
Oh, okay.
And so you can just kind of sort them. I sorted them by kind because I'm gonna paint them. So there. And so if you have a sense of humor, I made a risque emojis today. Since Valentine's Day is coming, I thought it was kind of cute. You could include, if you sell cookies, you could do a phone. Where's the picture? You could do a phone cookie. Why is it not showing? Oh, here. You could do a phone cookie and then include a marker and a few of the sexting emojis for your customers to kind of make their own little private messages for their sweetheart. Okay,
do you have a tutorial on how to create those the stencils with your machine?
I have a few of those in the group, yes, for the to make stencils. So here they are. Now you can airbrush them, or you can use a marker. So I'm going to just use a marker here to show you quickly. So I'm going to pull out my markers, and the dry royal icing is very easy to draw on. Where's my red marker? These markers are fun. They've got two ends, so you have a fine tip and a
Ooh. No.
So you see, I'm just coloring them.
Jeremy's gonna get in trouble.
Oh, how fun to color those in.
Color them, right?
Great. When I saw this picture, I thought you were hand piping all of this.
No. I'll show you the airbrushed ones. And so here, what's great too is because of the black perimeter, it doesn't matter. The kids, well, you wouldn't make these for the kids, but the version that you could make for the kids, and you and the kids, it doesn't matter if they go out the line. So here, I just wanted to show, this is a cake made with like the pre-made decorations.
Yes.
Well, you could make your own, any version you kind of want, and then decorate cakes, put them on cupcakes, or in this case, make like these emojis.
I was going to ask as well, what are the markers that you use?
These markers are, let me read them. I just got them actually. They're Linea Gourmet, so they must be European.
Okay. Linea Gourmet?
Yeah, they must be European. They were quite pricey. And here they are. So these were airbrushed, and you can see airbrushing does a completely different finish. So I didn't want to do it airbrushing on the live there. It makes a racket and switching the colors. Well, I'll just quickly show you the pre-recorded of the lips. Because of that black outline, you can airbrush freely and not worry about the overspray. So here I'm just shooting the red at the center of each lip. So the black just kind of like, it trumps the colors. So you don't have to worry about staying inside the lines or anything. You can just go quickly. And then here's a little close up. Like these would be cute for other occasions too. Like now the big thing that people do is on the cakes, they put all kinds of like little decorations. You could cover the cake in kisses all around it or something like that. So after this is done with the red, I'm just covering it in pink. And then here's the peach version. So the peach version, I just airbrushed yellow, and then I just blushed with the actual peach airbrush color. So these were, again, quite easy. I'm hitting for the blush. I'm actually not hitting the actual peach. I'm hitting like the paper towel around, and it's just the overspray that's kind of going on the peach. These are really small, they're an inch. So you want to be quite, careful, because it's not long that you've gone too far on such a small thing. And here for the little kind of dent in the peach, I'm just using a piece of paper, the actual emoji, and I'm just airbrushing that curve. And you see, just like that, you get the little dent in the.
Yeah, that's great.
And because they're yellow, you can put the green marker for the leaves. The yellow works with the green marker, because some colors, when you layer them, they get really muddy and gross. So the airbrush is activated by water. So when you come in with your marker on an airbrush surface, you're basically like reactivating the airbrush color. So because the peaches work with like green is made with yellow and blue, so it doesn't get all yucky, like make a brown kind of dingy color. The green is still very nice. Here's one of the peaches. Here, can I zoom in?
What airbrush colors are you using?
So this is egg yolk yellow and just peach. It's actually called peach. I use Americolor.
Did you use your wireless?
I did use my wireless, and you see, because of that black line, I don't really have to be that careful. If you're not a super artist, it's quite forgiving. And the finish, I don't know if it's, you're able to kind of see they're very, very shiny. They seem to take the surface of the plastic. So if your plastic is very kind of shiny, they get the same finish.
I have a question. What about the application? Would you apply these on wet icing?
I would put them on wet icing, yes, because they're a little bit thick. So you'd want to squish them in so that they become flush. If you have problems with bleeding, you could spray the backs with shellac and then even use them on buttercream, and you wouldn't have to worry about the leaching of the fat. And you see with a black marker, let's say your line, you don't like it, you can come and adjust, retrace the perimeter and darken, let's say your white got underneath or something. You can come in and or do a face on the devil here. So it's just a kind of a way to make basically cookie stickers, I call them, so that you can use them with your thing. So here, they're all like brightly colored. I thought they turned out pretty cute.
They look great.
Oh, cool.
And then these are text bubbles. So
Yeah.
you can write little messages, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They could work for other occasions too. So
Yeah, you could put your own messages. Yeah, exactly. That's really cool.
So that's
I love that. Tell us the brand of the markers again.
the markers are here. Can you see it? It says Linear.
Linear.
Gourmet.
Oh, there, yeah, there, like that. Linear Gourmet. Okay, I'm gonna just put it in here.
Deli and Arts.
Gourmet.
They were quite, like I say, pricey. I think the package was like, I want to say $50. Argentina.
Oh, how many? Does it come with a lot of colors? Or?
They're all very nice colors here.
Oh. Where did you get them?
At the store.
Oh.
Linear Gourmet. Okay, I'm trying to locate it.
Today.
Linear Gourmet food pens.
So this is there's the package, drip color. So yeah, I like that. They have the two ends, you know, like that's always nice when you can kind of decide, you see?
Yeah, I can't find them online.
Sometimes you can't, you want fine detail, you know? But, oh, look at this color here. I didn't see this one. This one's nice. Yeah, so that's it. So that's it. You can get creative. Like here, these that I saw, the pre-made ones. See, these are the more conventional ones. So you would just basically do yellow circles, then come in. Well, you wouldn't even need to do the black, and then you could flip them over and airbrush the face on. Or with the marker draw. I see they've got little kisses all over their faces. See, it's all covered in kisses. And you see here, it's a dozen. Is it a dozen? Yeah, for $7. Yeah. But then it says $5 shipping.
So you pay, yeah, it's quite expensive, yes.
Yeah. But I mean, if you stick them all over a cake, see how cute that is? You could do, I've seen it now. They put, like, they cover the whole cakes with these things, with these sugar decorations. I don't know if you guys saw it. I saw one covered in little ice cream cones.
I haven't seen that, but that sounds really cute.
Oh, I think this is, oh, hold on. Here we go. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
I loved the wood blocks. They're so beautiful.
Oh,
this is your dad, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, he makes really nice, like toy blocks, and you can get custom letters on them. And,
it's a CNC, right? Yeah, it looked really neat. Linear Gourmet. I will see if it's overheating. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I'm back. Hopefully my phone is not going to overheat anymore. So what I was talking about is the body of the butterfly. You can simplify it by using thick icing and a star tip. And it's really easy to pipe it that way. Or you can use, I'm gonna be using like a marshmallow consistency to do the body. So we're gonna start with, let's do this one. Okay, so we're going to do 4 separate wings. They're all going to be decorated similarly, but you want to do each wing individually. So you get some definition, and you also, this will also allow you to work with the icing, because you have to do a lot of wet on wet dragging of the icing. So I'm going to start, if you can find your bearings, you can use yellow marker and just make a line so you know where to pipe your wings, but it's not really necessary. And somebody had a question about tipless piping bags, so I'm just going to demonstrate how I like to cut them.
Oh yeah, that's good, Han.
And so this is a pretty thick piping bag. It's not one of those flimsy ones, so hopefully it's not going to burst. If you do increase pressure on these, what sometimes can happen, you'll see weakened spot, and that's an indication that it might burst. In that case, you can either squeeze the remaining icing from the bag and use a new bag, or Marlene uses like a support, right, where you use your hand to support that section so it doesn't really pop. So to cut the bag, you find a seam on your bag and you flatten it out like this. You see how it's flat in the middle? And then you're just going to cut straight across. You don't want to cut like this. You want it to be straight across, and you want to start small. You don't want to start too big, because once it's big, you can go small. So you rather cut small, and then you can make it bigger. Okay, and then you can take a piece of paper or something, or here we go, and test it out how thick it is. You know how the line is coming out. So this looks pretty good to me. And we have to do this on all our 15-second consistency colors. So I'm going to cut all of these because I'll be using yellow, orange, and white icing. Oh, I wanted to play that little video of the butterfly. Maybe at the end. I forgot.
Here, you want me to, while you're cutting?
The video, we were muted while it was playing.
Oh, I wasn't talking. I was cutting the bags. I wanted to show the video because I took it a couple years ago, and I don't know if you noticed, but the butterfly, the right wing was.
Does cut her voice. She's got an audio on it.
So the butterfly wing was broken, but it still kept going. You know. So yes. I just thought that was like a good thing to remember. All right, so I'm gonna start. Actually, here I'm just gonna do a little bit of yellow here.
Oh, how thick is your cookie?
Oh, my cookie is about 1/4 inch thick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, am I? Yes. Oh, good. I'm forgetting what I'm doing here. All right. I'm going to marble these two a little bit. Now my orange, ideally, I would like it to be a bit darker, but I'm working under stress conditions, so I didn't really have a lot of icing. I couldn't find my food color, so I actually did have some extra icing, so I used the icing to make the correct consistency that I needed. And now, while it's still wet, I like to actually turn it around a little bit so I can get in here to pull the icing so it's flush with the side, so it looks like it's part of the.
These butterflies are probably some of the most fun to make, I have to say.
And now you're just going to bring the icing in to the orange part. Now notice I'm using my fingers to wipe that. You can definitely have a paper towel on hand. I forgot to use a paper towel here. I don't have it here.
I always
Okay.
have trouble getting the wings to be the same pattern on both sides.
Oh, yes, me too, me too. So now I'm going to use some of the yellow and now the white.
So Han, have you seen any butterflies in Spain yet?
I don't think so, to be honest. No, I have not. No, I guess I mean, it's been warm these past 2 days, but I think it's maybe a little too early now.
Hmm.
No, I have not. Oops.
And you're using 15-second count royal icing, you
Yeah,
said?
it's a 15, yep. It's a 15. And honestly, if they're not the same, it's okay. Look at the butterfly. I don't think the wings are the same. I honestly don't think they're the same. And you can do this with different colors. I've tried it with pink and blue, and I have it here somewhere, so I'll show you. It's quite nice. And to make this black, I have to say, I used my cocoa powder. I used cocoa powder to make brown, and then I added black food coloring.
Hmm.
So it actually tastes quite nice.
Is there
Okay.
lemon in the other one?
I'm sorry?
Is there lemon in the other one?
Yes. I know you're opposed to those flavors, but anyone on a call can appreciate chocolate and lemon flavor because I do. I love that. Have you tried ice cream like that? I know Amber and you're not fans, but I like it.
Well, recently I had some scraps of chocolate dough and lemon
Yeah.
cookie dough, and I mixed them to make like a marbled cookie, and it was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe you're turning. Okay. So this actually, I have to say, this has to crust, which will take maybe 10, 15 minutes. And then you can do the bottom. Now I already got some crusted ones here. Oh, this is actually pretty dry. See how dry it is. So what you can do, if you don't want to bother, like I said, you can either use this. This is with a star tip, and your icing has to be thick in order for this to work. And this, I would recommend using like a star tip number 18. 18 or maybe 16 would work. Or you can also pipe this with flat icing and then dip it in a black sanding sugar. I've done that years ago. This is like for a beginner. It's really nice. It gives it nice shimmer and also texture. So for this, I'm going to use a bit thicker icing, not flat icing, but it's like a fluff consistency. So I'm going to make the head. You see how it's not smoothing out right away, so I'm going to help. And then we have to wait again, unfortunately, and then you can fight the remaining body. So while that's crusting, I'm going to start on this one. I also wanted to show you my pink and blue. I thought this was a this is a slightly different technique where I outlined with black and then I filled it. So we can try that as well. And let me see. Okay, so we'll do that now. Do we have any questions?
Shannon's playing hooky. She's got 150 cookies to be working on. She's here.
Oh, I see that. Wow. Okay. Good luck with that.
I just wanted to comment the cookie before that Han was working on. if you're planning, some people ship their cookies, was a little bit on the fragile side. This particular shape she's got is a little bit sturdier. The body has less of a of like a dip, you know, to make it like break in two. If you're shipping cookies.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see what you mean. The one I was using before.
It's a little bit. See that
the body. It's your breakage point. This area, so it's. But these are rather small. So I think smaller cookies, they are in general, I find they don't break as much.
Yeah.
So you were mentioning, Hannah's asking about your black icing. So you were saying before that you put the cocoa powder.
Yes, cocoa powder, about about a tablespoon per 1 cup of white icing. Oh, okay, I'm going to do.
Amber, do you bag right away? What do you wait?
Sometimes I do, but I mean, usually it's like it'll be sitting for 10 or 15 minutes just because I'm usually making a lot of different colors. So, and then after it sits, you can just pop the bubbles before you bag it. But also, if your icing is too thin, you're going to get a lot of bubbles. And also, if you have overmixed it in the beginning when you're making the icing, that's going to cause air bubbles too. So, there, you know, it could be one of those things causing the air bubbles.
Hey.
I'm going to show you now. This is what reason I'm doing it this way. I wanted to show you that what a difference it makes when you drag the icing through. It just creates such fine lines. So don't be afraid of wet on wet.
So Han, would you explain to James 15-second icing? Explain that for him.
Oh, 15-second icing. So when you first make icing, it's going to be stiff. By that I mean that when you pull the spatula up, the icing will probably not fall down. So we have to add water to make it more fluid so we can work wet on wet designs. And so by that I mean you add water by not teaspoons, by drops. You don't want to add a lot of water at once. And then once your icing is 15-second consistency, when you pull the spatula or a spoon up and you let the icing fall into the bowl, it should become smooth within those 15 seconds. Hope that clears that up.
I'm just gonna, because your voice, your sound is, you're a bit far. I just want to say, it's about self-leveling the time. So it's just the time it takes for the icing to self-level. So sorry, Han, you can go.
Yeah. And I have a detailed tutorial actually on a blog about different consistencies and how to use them in cookie decorating. So you can check it out. Oh, you can actually, let's see. I'm just really playing with this. I haven't planned any of these, so let's see.
Lots of virtual hugs.
Oh, that's sweet. All right, so this one looks like it's crusted. Okay. It's still a little shiny, but it's enough for us to, I think, start on the second set of the wings. So I'm gonna start again with the yellow here, making like a triangular shape. And then we're gonna go all the way almost to the edge.
And where are your supplies listed?
My supplies, I have a lot of supplies listed on my Amazon.
Okay, but where's that then? Where's the link to that?
Oh, it's in the banners, I think. Or
oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it's there.
Okay, I'll see.
Because I have everything in there. I have my top 30 cookie decorating tools that I really like to use or that I recommend for beginners.
So that's the link to Hannah's Amazon store, and she has her favorite tools there.
Yep. So again, I'm going to turn it sideways, and then you want to use the tip of the tool to drag the icing, and then you can kind of shape it into a point. And same on the bottom here. Okay, and these, let's see. What you can also do, you can dip the end in the black and use it to make the details. Especially if you want, let's say you want this line to extend a little bit, so you can use it to extend the line. And then again, I'm gonna repeat using yellow dots, so you can use these like oval, you can make oval shapes. And then some white. You've done monarchs, right? Amber, you did painting glass, right?
After you made that cake, like last year or the year before, I made the cookies to match.
Yes.
But you did a painted one, a side version, pink or something, if I recall.
I did the butterfly emoji, the blue one.
Yes, but that's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about it was painted with black a side butterfly.
Oh, that's an old one. Yeah.
Which one is that? I don't remember.
Like 6 or 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah. So I think I drew the outline with the edible ink marker and then like painted the colors inside. Maybe. Yeah. That one
on that's on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Type butterfly and you'll see. I mean,
yeah. If you look up Sweet Anne's butterfly, you'll see all the different types I've done. But yeah,
butterfly. I think we did a collab together, didn't we?
Well, I made it a collab after you did yours, basically.
Okay.
We were saying that like you can basically do anything with a butterfly, you know, so that they're just so much fun to do. You can do like any colors, any patterns, make them for any occasion.
Okay, now let's see if we can match them. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna start.
So the cocoa powder is basically to start pigmenting the icing to a certain degree, and then she finishes it off with the food gel.
It also really tastes great, I have to say.
You do it also for the taste. Well, I never noticed. Does black food? Red tastes horrible, but does black taste?
Some brands taste.
I don't know if it tastes. Does black?
It depends on if you open the jar and it smells like a permanent marker, like don't use it.
Oh my gosh, that's very appetizing.
Yeah, a lot of them like the fine.
So I've had my food colors are, I don't know how long you keep yours, but they do last for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've never had, the only thing that I have seen with the food colors that they will get really watery. I think it's because whenever it's in the food color, it settles on the bottom. So then you either have to like take it too big or something. And sometimes there's like this goo stuff. So you have to get rid of it. And what I have done to kind of bring it to the consistency is I added corn syrup to kind of save some of the food coloring. So, all right. I'm gonna add, I guess this is not dry yet. All right. Oh, maybe this one is, okay.
Hannah, the link to her recipes are right there. Look on the screen. that's her blog, and the recipes are there. So you just go to Hanielis.com, and she has a search bar. You can search for whatever you're looking for. She has it all there.
So for this, I would probably recommend the support line, so you don't have, if you want to like pile the icing up so the body is a bit more puffier, you want to put line in the middle and then let it crust. So I'm not gonna do that now because I don't have another butterfly that I can demonstrate this on. So you're just going to flood this. If you don't want it to be puffy, just add a little less icing, and that way you are not risking having the cave-in.
Well, another option if you have cave-ins is to coat the body in sanding sugar, right, Hania?
Exactly, that's what I was saying earlier. Right, so I have to say I do like them when they are delicate like this, but I mean this is so easy. And what I've done in the past, you can then paint the body with like gold or silver edible luster dust, which is really nice. It adds a bit more interest to the whole design. Or you could also do dots if you wanted to do those. Let's see. Maybe.
Did you have your flowers in the thing? No, you don't have it in the from Global Belly. I was going to say.
The flowers, yes, the flowers are available. My kit. Do I have it in there? I don't think I have it in there. I have a kit that is really great for Valentine's Day, for Mother's Day, birthday, for any occasion. It's a flower cookie pop kit where you bake the cookies. It comes with instructions on how to make the cookie pops, a really easy way, not a complicated way. And then you can decorate them and give them to your, I don't know, mother, maybe?
Or you could eat them. If you want to rewatch the lives are saved on Facebook and YouTube, so you can rewatch it if you'd like to, if there's anything you missed or.
I think it's almost crusted, I think. See, I didn't wait for the head to crust, so it's becoming part of the body, and I'm not loving that. So it's really important to give these steps enough time.
I've used activated charcoal to color the icing, and that was fine. I guess I was like reading about it, and I guess the charcoal is kind of like takes things out of your body. So if you're on certain medications, maybe you're not supposed to have it. But I don't know. Like that's just what I read. So then I stopped using it because I was like, that freaked me out a little bit.
Yes, well, you use charcoal, activated charcoal, when you have stomach aches. We have, and it's or if you have hangover.
Oh yeah,
it does work because it absorbs the alcohol and all the like toxins and all the.
Like it pulls it out. Yeah,
and it also absorbs the medication, and you can filter water for charcoal. Like if you are outdoors, you can boil. Let's say you get water from the river, and you boil it in some charcoal, and I think then you can strain it and drink it. Not that I.
Survival tips.
You can also do, I think,
cookie ladies.
6 drops of bleach, and that's from remember the barefoot guy who was doing survival. Do you remember? So I was surprised he used 6 drops of bleach, I think, per gallon of water. Don't try that at home unless you really trust that advice.
There.
Yes, yes, it is for hangovers. But I mean, obviously, if you have a hangover every day, that's probably like not a good idea. But it does work.
You don't recommend having a hangover every day, no?
No, it does work.
Wouldn't go so good piping the cookies.
Oh, so terrible. Okay, wait. I'm gonna put this one in a view. This one is nicer.
Oh, here.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Oh, you took it out.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to pipe because like I said, my phone is so close, so I have to like
Oh,
be under different weird angles. Thank you, Joan.
I guess I'll mention that I have a class this weekend.
Oh, Sunday?
Yeah, it's on Sunday, the
Awesome.
31st at 2 p.m. So I think there's still space left in there if anybody wants to sign up.
Is
Do we have a link?
That's at Global Belly. Yeah, so if you go to globalbelly.com, you'll see my class under the tutorials and classes tab.
I'll put it in comments.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
I mean, just like that, an hour passed.
Yeah.
So it's on Sunday?
Sunday, the 31st, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Mary will be there. Cool.
Oh, we don't. I think this is this?
I get like little parts. So muy lindas sus galetas is, I think, pretty cookies.
Galetas is cookies, but is this Spanish?
It is. Is pretty.
I love it. Very pretty cookies. I hope. Oh, okay.
And you know, like recently, I don't know Spanish, but recently, you know, I get Spanish messages and my brain flicked on because, you know, Linda is a common name. Like, and then my brain connected that, oh, Linda must mean beautiful or pretty or something. That's why, like, it became, you know, like a.
But Spanish is quite similar to French. You said that you can pick up a lot of the words, no?
Well, often the words, like, I'll hear Spanish and it's very close to French, like, you know, and I mean, languages.
I'm having yeah. I haven't started learning anything.
From India.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for watching.
How many languages Marlene knows? Okay.
Well, I'm bilingual. I speak English and French, and the Spanish, it's just over the last 10 years getting comments from people. It's like, I don't know Portuguese, but I know obrigado. It's
oh yeah.
Like little words you pick up.
We all use the Google Translator.
Yeah, that's it. And now my daughter has me hooked on K-dramas, so I've been watching like stop K-dramas, and she likes it when it's the actual like Korean speaking, you know, she doesn't do the
is she picking up anything?
It's like, really a language that is not like you know, it's completely different.
It's completely different.
It's completely different. I mean,
Okay, Jeremy, we want to know who is your first.
Who is your first?
Not for second, first. I mean,
who was Jeremy's first favorite Canadian?
Yeah, I want to know.
Is it Trudeau?
Is Celine Dion Canadian?
Celine Dion, that's it. Maybe it's Celine Dion. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. Well, thank you, everyone.
Oh, thank you.
So next week, whose day off is it?
I think it's my day off. No,
it's your day off, because we usually
working under these conditions. It's quite right, Buster. Yes, he says it.
You haven't lost your marbles at all. So yes, it's my day off actually.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
So Amber and Anne will be decorating on Friday the 5th.
Oh, okay. So she totally disregarded my.
What do you mean I disregarded?
We'll be decorating. All right.
You're decorating. Yes, you're decorating on the 5th, and I'm manning the controls. And then the following week after that, you have the day off. So if you want a day off, you have to wait till the 12th.
Okay. I guess we're
you
gonna
can have a day
solve
off tomorrow if you want.
I'm not gonna have a day off with all this white dust behind me. You're kidding? So let's speak in Spanish. Oh, okay. Saludos. All right, I'm gonna try to learn some Spanish.
Well, you know, considering your geographic location.
Yes,
that's a good idea.
I am picking up few things, but it's I guess it's the pronunciation because they changed how it's pronounced. And this is French, so you can.
Yes, I'm gonna. Alissa, oui, j'ai une chaîne YouTube. J'ai quelques vidéos en français, mais pas beaucoup. La majorité sont en anglais. C'est Montréal Confection, si vous voulez regarder en français. Years
It's so
ago,
beautiful.
I did upload a few videos in French.
I had 4 years of French, and yeah, je suis. Well, you don't use it, you lose it, I think. It's so beautiful, though. It's beautiful. That sounded really nice.
It's just the nature of Quebec. It's like a weird, if you look like the history of it, it's interesting how they dropped us here and like these French people are living in the middle of the United States and the rest of English Canada.
All right, everyone. So I think we are right on time today.
We're right on time, no over. So see you next week.
All right.
Yes. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.